Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got a ton of new information to go over. New events and updates have been announced for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We also have some new mobile updates to go over. Some massive rumors for a new black and white collection coming this year have also dropped. There's a lot of things to break down today. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's go over these new updates and events that have been announced for Generation 9 and the mobile games before we get onto this big juicy rumor about a potential Pokemon Black and White collection bundle coming this year. So we have HDvee here tweeting out saying, HDvee update, a new distribution has been announced. A Flutter main based on the South Korean 2023 Senior Division Pokemon Trainers Cup Champions Flutter main is to be distributed during this year's championships on May the 5th, 2024. So May the 5th is obviously next month and it is on a Sunday. So I'm assuming that weekend, so starting on the 3rd of May, which is a Friday, we'll probably get this mystery gift announced around either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Probably the Friday. They usually do it quite early on, so it gives people the whole weekend to kind of redeem it. But it probably will only be available for that weekend. Of course, I will drop this mystery gift as soon as we get the code, and as well as on this channel. It'll also get posted on the Pokemon Guys channel as well, which is in the description. So that's that mystery gift, so make sure to keep an eye out for it. But like I say, we'll post about it when the code is live. But it does come in a Cherish Ball. I'm sure it comes with some really, really good stats and everything like that, because obviously it's based on a Champions Flutter main. So yeah, that's the first thing. Moving on, we have some new events that are now live in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We have HDvee here tweeting saying, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Terra Raid Battle event featuring Walking Wake and Iron Leaves is now live. It runs until the 6th of May at 23:59 UTC. So this is actually going to go live for quite a while. Actually, it's live until not next Monday, but the Monday after, and it actually has Herba Mystica as some of the rewards now, which I think are just going to be in all of these sort of featured or event raids going further, which again they should have done from the get-go in my opinion, but I'm assuming it's just to get people to play the game once again. But either way, we have Walking Wake here, has Hydro Steam, Dragon Pulse, Noble Roar, Flamethrower, Sunny Day as an additional move, Photosynthesis, level 75, Terra Water, and then as you can see for the win, you do get some nice XP candy, nuggets, naive mint, yada yada yada, bottle caps, but you can also have a 3% chance of getting some salty Herba Mystica as well. So it's not as good as the Kanto starters where you were able to get like all the different Herba Mystica. It's just salty for Walking Wake, but you still got the chance to get some salty Herba. So still worth doing in my opinion if you are trying to grind that Herba Mystica. And of course in Pokemon Violet we have Iron Leaves, which has Psyblade, Leaf Blade, Mega Horn, Swords Dance, and then Electric Terrain as the additional move. Has Quark Drive, it is the Psychic Terra type, and then you also get salty Herba Mystica for completing this raid as well. So remember, if you've already caught these, you can still do the raids, but you cannot catch them anymore. But of course, you can make multiple accounts to catch them because they are in raids until the 6th of May. So that is the Terra Raid event for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. The other event that also went live today is, of course, the Golden Week event, or the Strike Gold event as it's called. So HDvee here tweeting out saying, HDvee update, the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet Strike Gold Mass Outbreak event is now live, featuring increased shiny chance for featured outbreaks, and this also runs until the 6th of May at 23:59 UTC. So we have some information about these outbreaks here. So we have Varoom, which is available in Paldea. It's available in all areas. The land biome has a 0.5% shiny rate, which is absolutely ridiculous. It does not take long to get a shiny of these Pokemon. Varoom's a little bit more annoying to shiny hunt because it just zooms all over the place. So if you do have a shiny spawn, it can literally zoom out of the screen and just despawn itself. But yeah, 0.5% chance is a ridiculous shiny increase. It really is, and you can easily get these. It won't take you long at all. Like, people get these shinies within like 2 minutes of doing these outbreaks. It's that crazy, especially with the shiny charm as well. But anyway, Varoom is in Paldea in the land biome. Magikarp is also in Paldea, but of course is in the water biome. Same shiny rate as well. All of these Pokemon have the same shiny rate. And then in Kitakami we have Shinx, which of course is also 0.5% shiny rate. And then in the Blueberry Academy, we do have Rella, which again is also a 0.5% shiny rate. So yeah, obviously all of these are golden shinies. There are other Pokemon Pokemon that have gold shinies that didn't make the cut, which is a little bit unfortunate. I feel like they could have made a couple more encounters for Kitakami and Blueberry Academy, just like how we've got 2 in Paldea. It would have been good if we had 2 in Kitakami and 2 in Blueberry Academy, but that is what it is. So those are the Generation 9 events. We also have Entei now being available in Pokemon Sleep as well, and the actual release date of it. So Cerebi here tweeting out saying the next Pokemon Sleep legendary Pokemon has been announced. Entei is to be available from May 2024, so not long at all. We're on the 26th of April today, so yeah, it will literally be hopefully at the start of May. I think actually this gives more details about it. Never mind, no, it doesn't. Still no release date, it just says May. But the Pokemon Sleep Entei research event has also been announced. Obtain Entei Main to exchange for Entei Incense. So a couple of Entei events happening in Pokemon Sleep. We had Raikou not long ago. I'm assuming we'll get Suicune afterwards. Again, this might be some sort of Johto celebration because obviously it is the 25th year anniversary of Johto this year. But either way, if you are playing Pokemon Sleep, I'm assuming that Entei is going to be something that you probably want to get. So those are all the events that have been announced and updates and everything like that. Let's go over this rumor that talks about a Pokemon Black and White collection. So again, this was posted on 4chan. It was posted yesterday on the 25th of April. It's titled Pokemon Black and White Collection, but as I say, because it's on 4chan, take it with a massive grain of salt. There have been some kind of murmurs and obviously rumors about a potential Pokemon Black and White collection where they do Black and White 1 and Black and White 2 in like some massive bundle, because it's going to be difficult to remake all of them at once because there's 4 different games there. But at the same time, I guess if they did it in some sort of collection thing, then it would make a little bit more sense. But if they were going to just remake one of them, it'd just be Black and White. Like, I don't think they'd remake Black and White 2 on its own. But if they remake Black and White and Black and White 2, I think people would definitely prefer that because it'd be more stuff to play. Again, that's still technically 2 different games they'd be bringing out this year when we'd expect to get nothing. But at the same time, fingers crossed. Hopefully we get something. But either way, we have Pokemon Black and White collection posted by Anonymous. So I have information on the Generation 5 remakes coming out later this year. I'm part of a localization team for the games that and have seen the full reveal trailer. So, I mean, at least they give themselves a little bit of a backstory, you know, saying that they're part of a localization team. And again, I'm assuming if these games are coming out this year, the localization teams would probably know about information about them, or at least know about their existence, obviously, because they'd have to start localizing them. I mean, it's in April now, we're nearly in May. I'm assuming they'd come out around November, so yeah, they'd probably know by now. So that, I guess, is a little bit of validity to it. But again, anybody can say they're a part of a localization team. But yeah, apparently they've seen the full reveal trailer. So again, I'm hoping this full reveal trailer is soon, because it'd be something to get excited about and we'd finally know if we're getting a game this year. But let's read on. So it says there's going to be a planned Pokemon Presents in July 2024. So that's a bit of a weird one, to be fair. I mean, August is when we're really expecting to see the next Pokemon Presents, because the last 2 Augusts have had a Pokemon Presents. But at the same time before that, we also had a lot of Pokemon Presents in June. July is like smack bang in the middle of them. The only reason that I could see, I mean, it talks about the Switch 2, but yeah, the only reason I could see it being July is if we get like maybe the Switch 2 announcement in June, and then we get some Pokemon stuff in June regarding Legends ZA, and then they do like another Presents kind of going over these Generation 5 remakes. But I don't know, July is a bit of a weird month, but because of how this promotional cycle is this year, we really don't know anything. I just can't understand the idea of them missing those holiday sales, because at the end of the day, Pokemon is a company that, you know, they're just all about that revenue. They want to make that money, and for them to miss a holiday like sales period is just crazy to me. So I definitely expect something this year. But again, we'll have to wait and see. But either way, they've got high targets of Pokemon. They've got, you know, high ambitions. And for them to just skip a year, I just don't see that happening. But again, that's just my personal opinion. I'm still waiting to see. But yeah, we'll read on. So the Switch 2 will be announced by this month, looking like June. Okay, so this rumor is saying that the Switch 2 is going to get announced around June. I don't know how they would know that if they're part of the localization team for Pokemon Black and White remakes, because I'm assuming they wouldn't really have any ties to the Switch 2, because I doubt these games would come out for the Switch 2. These would probably be maybe the last Pokemon games for the Switch. Well, probably not the last ones, because Legends ZA is coming for the Switch as well, but some of the last Pokemon games for the Switch. But yeah, I wouldn't expect them to be coming out for the Switch 2, so I don't know how they would know that information, but you don't know. Either way, though, that's apparently happening. I don't have a lot of knowledge about what will feature I'm assuming in the planned presents in July 2024, as I'm only working on the Generation 5 games, which I will speak about later. So, fair play. I mean, I guess that makes it sound a little bit more truthful. It's not someone that's like, look, I'm on the localization team for Generation 5 remakes. I also know everything about the planned presents as well. This person, I guess if they were just on the localization team, then yeah, they wouldn't know much about the presents, really, because they're just working on the black and white remake. So, fair play. That does kind of... Again, it doesn't give it more validity. It just... It's not like some stupid rumor that's just kind of popped up. Anyway, they say Pokemon Go updates, Pokemon Masters updates, Pokemon Cafe Mix updates, and Pokemon Unite updates will all feature with new trailers, and Pokemon being featured. Pretty obvious, though. So, yeah, I mean, in a Pokemon Presents, you'd expect to see all of these things announced. I can't remember the last Presents where we didn't have all these things getting new information and new gameplay and new trailers and new Pokemon and stuff like that. It's just a given. It's just something extra to put into these Presents, and it's just obviously good to get these events for all these different mobile games because it keeps people obviously playing them. Then goes on to say Pokemon Pocket will also get screen time. I'm assuming there'll be a release date given and a new trailer, but I'm not 100% sure. So again, like I said, this person says they don't know 100% what's going to happen in this Pokemon Presents. They're just kind of assuming things right now, which I guess a lot of us can do. Like, a lot of us can assume that we're going to get Pokemon Pocket stuff, Pokemon Go stuff, Legends EA stuff. Like, that's what we're all assuming. So again, I don't know if this person has extra information about the presents or they're just kind of guesstimating all of this, but you know, the words where they're saying like assuming and stuff like that, I mean, again, that doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that this is true at all either, but it doesn't mean that, it also means that this person doesn't actually 100% know. But either way, they're saying that we're going to get something about a release date and a new trailer, but they're not 100% sure about Pokemon Pocket, which again is a safe guess. Like, we probably will get something about that in the next Pokemon Presents. They then go on to say there should be Legends Z8 updates too. No idea what will be shown though. I've just heard there'll be some sort of trailer but no release date given. So not very helpful for us trying to find out more information on Legends ZA. But again, if they're working on the Generation 5 games, they're probably, if it is all true, probably working in Pokemon Works or probably part of Ilka or something. I guess they wouldn't know what's happening with Legends ZA. And the only reason they would know is if there's some sort of like tie-in event with Legends ZA and Generation 5 remakes, which I highly doubt. But at the same time, yeah, I mean, this person is just, I guess, guessing at this point, but they're saying there should be Legends ZA updates too. I mean, there should be in the next Presents, like anyone can say that. But no release date given yet. Again, it depends when this game is coming out. I feel like if this game is coming out January 2025, we'll probably get a release date in July because that's not too far away. If this game is coming out November 2025, or summer 2025, then yeah, we probably won't get a release date because it's still, you know, a year to go. So either way, that seemingly is all of the information about the Pokemon Presents. So again, take it with a grain of salt. A lot of that is just this person guessing, but again, they're saying they're part of a localization team for a completely different game. So yeah, they probably wouldn't have information about the Presents, so fair play. But anyway, now onto the collection, which is what I've been working on. So yeah, like I say, this person's been working on this collection. Let's read on and see what's apparently happening with Generation 5 remakes this year. So, we are getting the Pokemon Black and White collection this year. Both sets of games, so Black and Black 2 in one collection and White and White 2 in the other. So, yeah, that's apparently what's happening. We're going to get Pokemon Black and Black 2 in one bundle that you can buy, and then Pokemon White and White 2 in another bundle that you can buy, which I really like the idea of. Being able to get like, because I'm assuming they'd come in like a steel case and stuff, because usually we're like pre-order bonuses for Legends Arceus, BDSP, Scarlet and Violet, we got like steel cases and stuff, and I think that'd look really good with like Zekrom on one side and then like Reshiram on the other, maybe Kyurem and stuff. Would look really, really cool. So they could probably do some really, really awesome pre-order bonuses for that if this is true. But they go on to say will both be made available for this year. So they don't actually give a release date in that first line, but again, I'd be assuming it'd be November. Just simply because that's when we always get Pokemon games released. Ilka have been working on this bundle since Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl came out. It wasn't announced because Game Freak are trying to boost sales by making it seem like there's no game this year and then dropping a huge bundle at the end of the year, around November, making more people eager to buy it. I mean, I get it, but I just feel like I can't imagine Game Freak sitting around this big table being like, look, let's just lie about there not being well, not necessarily lie, but let's just say, you know, there's no Pokemon game this year, or let's not announce Pokemon game for this year, and then we're gonna bring out this bundle and everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, we thought there was no Pokemon game this year, we have to get this, and that's gonna boost the sales. I feel like they're gonna sell well anyway. Like BDSP sold relatively well. They outsold Legends Arceus, so maybe Game Freak saw those sales and were like, yeah, Ilka, just do it again for the next remakes, why not? So, yeah, and I mean, BDSP came out not a while ago, but it came out a few years ago, so if they have been working on it since BDSP, that'd give them quite a bit of time to work on it. But I guess if there's 4 different games they have to work on, then that would be a decent amount of time frame for them to get them out. But yeah, this line here where it says, you know, it's just trying to boost sales, I don't think they really need to play anything like, any cards like this to try and boost sales. I feel like they'll just sell well anyway, like, you know, getting a bundle from Generation 5. A lot of people love Generation 5. A lot of people haven't played Generation 5. And as well as that, a lot of people can't play Generation 5 because Black and White and Black and White 2 are stupidly expensive to buy on the Nintendo DS in these days, especially legit copies as well. So if you're not going to like emulate it and stuff, then people generally can't play it. But so at the same time, if they bring out a bundle of Black and Black 2 or White and White 2, people are going to play that because they haven't played the original ones. But either way, that's what the rumor says. They go on to say both faithful remakes, which again is a bit of a given if Ilka are working on it just like BDSP, but all mythical Pokemon will be available with new events. So Generation 5 Pokemon like Meloetta, Keldea, Pokemon like that are all going to be available in new events for Pokemon Black and White remakes, whatever they're going to be called. So, yeah, I mean, I like that. I'd love them to be shiny huntable as well. I'm assuming they would be because Arceus, Shaman, all of these mythicals in Generation 4's remakes were shiny huntable. So I'd like to think they're going to be in Generation 5 as well. It'd be cool if they come up with some new events for them as well. But either way, that's that line. And then also you cannot buy separately. And the price is going to be around $60 US. So we never really get those in rumors. We never get the price tag. But I guess $60 for 2 games, I think that's alright. I mean, usually it's 50 quid for one, so yeah, I definitely take 2 games for $60. I think that's very well. You're basically paying $30 for a game, and I think that's more than okay. I think that'd be absolutely fine with that. You can't buy them separately, so I'm assuming you can't buy Black on its own or Black 2. You have to buy them as a bundle. I don't know if that will help sales or lower sales. But either way, I think, I mean, $60 for 2 games, I think that'd help sales. Because you'd be spending $60 on a game anyway. So, yeah, I don't think that would actually upset sales. In fact, I'm surprised it's this cheap. I'd expect it to be like $75, $80 for 2 games. But either way, I'd be very happy with $60. But either way, yeah, can't buy them separately. That's all there really is to it. I hope you like Generation 5 because we're getting a lot of it this year. So, yeah, I mean, all in all, I don't mind this rumor, you know. I actually I'd love this to be true. I'd absolutely love this to be true. A Presents in July and a collection bundle or bundle collection, whatever, for Generation 5 where you get Black and Black 2 and White 2. I'd be all over that. I really, really want this to be true. I would absolutely love it. But either way, we'll have to wait and see. You know, if the Switch 2 gets announced in June, then obviously that gives a little bit more validity to this rumor. And if we get a Presents in July, then, you know, I like the odds of this rumor. But yeah, it's not just one of your dumbass rumors that just popped up. It actually has like a bit of a background and stuff, and it's smartly written. You know, it's not just someone like, oh, my uncle works at Game Freak, Celebi's gonna get 6 evolutions. It's nothing like that. So either way, let me know your thoughts on this rumor. Do you think it is true? Would you like to see a Black and White collection bundle made by Ilka, or would you want nothing this year? And then also let me know your thoughts on all the events as well for the Generation 9 games. But yeah, that's gonna be everything from me. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.